guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. It's a very dramatic fall inspired look. I definitely am going to do more fall looks, but this is my first one. I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do, so I kind of just played around and I used colors from a few different palettes. Let me know if you guys want to see a look with just like one palette, and let me know what palette you guys want me to use. But for this I kind of just used different colors from different palettes because I was kind of just playing around. But I kind of like how it turned out. I wanted to do a like dramatic lip and a dramatic eye. So let me know if you guys want to see, you know, dramatic eyes and a nude lip, or vice versa, whatever. Just let me know in the comments down below. So if you guys want to see how to recreate this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so starting off with my eyes, I'm going into my Makeup Geek Z palette. I bought these eyeshadows individually and created this Z palette. So I'm going in with this first shade right here, and it's called Beaches and Cream, and I'm going to apply this into my crease with a E40 blending brush. These eyeshadows are so amazing, and they're only $6 and they last for so long. So the next color that I'm going in with is Cocoa Bear. This is my all-time favorite brown. It's so warm and I just love warm eyeshadows. And I'm using my Morphe E441 blending brush. I'm going to focus this more onto my crease and really apply this color heavily because we are going to be doing a dramatic look and I want all the colors to blend together. But you don't have to be too precise because, like I said, we're going to be using a ton of different shades and eventually it's going to blend all together once you keep blending it. So I'm just going to make sure it's nice and blended and make sure there's no harsh lines on the outer edges. And then I'm going in with ColourPop's eyeshadows. These are the cream eyeshadows and this color is Mittens, and these apply best with synthetic brushes. So I'm going to use this synthetic brush that I found laying around, and I'm going to apply this onto my eyelid. This doesn't need to be that precise either because I'm just going to pack the color on how I want it, and then I'm going to go back and forth blending and adding more product. You get the gist. Now jumping into my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I needed to use this because it's like the perfect fall palette. And I'm going in with the color Real Gar, which is like orange. And I really wanted to warm the look up. So that is what I'm doing right here. I'm just really putting this on the outer like third of the lid, but I'm also kind of blending it into the front of my eye as well. I'm just really kind of warming out the outer portion of the eyeshadow, if that makes any sense. And then jumping into the Morphe 32 palette. I like this palette because it has a lot of purples, and I wanted the lid to be more of like a purple and then fade out into like orangey colors. So I'm taking that color right there, which doesn't have a name, but it's from the 32P palette by Morphe, and I'm just applying this on to my lid, but I didn't really like how it looked, so I went back into my Makeup Geek palette and used Bitten, and I'm just applying this with my finger just because sometimes brushes don't apply the color the way it really looks. So I'm just going in with my finger and I'm applying that on my lid. Then going back into that orange, I'm putting this back because I kind of got rid of it when I was blending. So I'm putting that back onto the lid and just really blending it. Now taking Tempera from the Anastasia palette, and I'm just going to apply this underneath my brow bone and really use this to clean up the eyeshadows that went up a little bit too high while I was blending. So I'm just kind of using this to blend away the shadows and make sure everything's blended. Now going back into the Morphe 32 palette, the one that I took the purple from, and I'm just taking that darker shade and really deepening up the outer V of my eye. I really just wanted this to look really dramatic, as you can tell, so I'm just deepening up the outer V, so I'm just kind of placing the eyeshadow in a V shape and then just blending it. Now I'm just going to line my eyes and give myself a wing with this NYX liquid liner. It's so hard to film this on camera, so I only got me doing one eye, and then the other eye was just completely out of focus. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to apply some false lashes, but I'm just cleaning up underneath my eye and just really making the wing crisp. So I'm using these House of Lashes Iconic Minis. I've already worn them before and I really liked them, so I applied these, and then going to the face, I'm using my Becca primer. This is not really to hold on foundation, but just to give you a glow. And then the NYX Angel Veil is what I'm using for my primer to make my skin kind of matte and just really last all day. So I'm going in with my Urban Decay foundation, and I am in the shade 4.5, I believe, but I think it's just a little tiny bit too dark. It does oxidize, I think, just a little bit, so when I apply it, it's like the perfect shade. Then once it dries, it does dry a little bit darker, but it's okay for now. When the fall comes, I'll probably have to get a lighter shade, but this foundation, guys, the coverage is unbelievable. It's such a good foundation. It does not budge throughout the day, so if you are looking for a full coverage, long-lasting foundation, then this is your guy. Now going in with concealer, I'm using my favorite all-time concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and I'm in the color light medium. It isn't as light as I want to highlight with, so I'm going to go in with the Naked Skin by Urban Decay, and this is the Fair Neutral. So this one's just going to lighten it up. As you can tell, I like to really have a bright under eye, and you guys may think this is a lot of concealer, which it definitely is, but I just really like to use this to really just highlight and brighten at the same time. So I'm going to use my beauty blender, and I'm just going to really make sure this is blended into the skin. We don't want any harsh lines, so just really blend, blend, blend. Okay, so now I'm going to set my under eyes and also bake, and I love to use this powder. This is the RCMA No Color Powder. This stuff is amazing. If you guys have not tried this, you can get it off the Beautylish website, and it's around $13, and you get a crap ton of powder. It's 3 ounces, so it's amazing. So I'm baking with this. If you guys don't know what baking is, it's just where you apply a heavy amount of powder, and it just really sets your concealer and makes it not budge throughout the day. So I'm going to let that sit for a little, but I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Pure Cosmetics Pressed Mineral Makeup in the color Golden Medium, and I'm going to set the rest of my face with this. And then to wipe away the bakage, I'm going to use my Sigma Tapered highlight brush and just really swipe this powder away and make sure there is no white powder left on the face. And now I'm going to go back to my eyes and finish the underneath. So I'm using this ColourPop color again, and this is in the color Sequin, and this is just kind of like a warm, kind of sparkly color, but I wasn't in love with it, so I went back in with this brown from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I really just deepened up underneath the eyes, but I liked it because this sequin color we used before kind of popped through and gave it some dimension. So I'm going to just really smudge this underneath my lower lash line. So now I'm taking this gold shade Primavera, and I'm going to put this on my lower lash line on top of that color and also into my inner corner just to give it like a bright kind of golden effect. which is what I was going for. So I'm going to apply this, and then I kind of wanted to give the eyes a little bit of a pop, so I took my finger and just applied that color kind of like on the ball of my eye, and then I'm using my pinky finger to kind of blend these two together because I didn't have any clean brushes at the moment and I didn't want to make a mess. So now back to the face, I'm going to use my one and only Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm using the first shade, and I'm going to put this anywhere that I want to contour my face. So I'm going to do my cheekbones, my temples, and also contour my nose just a little bit. So now I'm going in with my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Bronzer, and I'm using a Real Techniques brush. I will have everything linked down below where you can find everything. And I'm just going to put this on my skin, but I wanted a little bit more of a warm bronzer, so I went in with my MAC Give Me Sun, and I'm just going to put this on the outer portions of my face just to give a little bit more warmth to the face. And then going in with my Ride or Die blush. If you guys have not seen my Ride or Die video, I will leave it linked up here so you guys can watch that. But this blush is my all-time favorite blush. It's so beautiful. I love it. And then to highlight, I'm going in with this intense highlight by Ofra, and it's called Rodeo Drive, and it's such a beautiful gold highlight. It's blinding and I love it. It's so beautiful. So I'm just going to highlight the whole face. No, not really, but. And then I'm going to go in with lips. I wanted to do a kind of like ombre lip. So I went in at first with my lip liner by Urban Decay, and it's the 24/7 Glide On pencil in the color Liar. I love this lip liner. It's amazing. So I'm just going to fill in my whole lips with this. And then I'm going in with Lolita by Kat Von D. This is a liquid lipstick, and I'm going to use this as my base. So I'm going to apply this all over the entire lips. And then once I have that, I'm going to be taking the other color by Kat Von D, and this is very dark, and it's called Damned, and it's extremely dark, but I wanted to just keep this kind of in like the outer portions of my lip. So I did that and then kind of like smushed, I don't know if that's the right word, my lips together and kind of blended it together. And then I went in and just made sure everything was blended by taking the other shades and kind of just melting the two together. And then I'm just going to spray my whole face with the Mario Badescu face spray. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!